Hi, I'm Nicholas Horn. I want to talk a little bit about the benefits of safe AI use for learners and educators. AI is a tool for educators and learners the same way that a screwdriver is for a mechanic, or a nail gun is for a carpenter, or even Microsoft Excel is for a data analyst. And while the supposed AI takeover in modern society can seem daunting to some, we found ways to use it safely that make it a powerful tool for both educators and learners. To help understand this idea, I'm going to break down three key points as they pertain to AI and learning. And those key points are a short explanation of what AI is, how teachers and students can use AI to be more efficient, and how it can monitor the use and implementation of AI. So, what is AI? Tira Nurfitria for the Institute of Business and Technology in Indonesia describes artificial intelligence as the process of modeling human thinking and designing a machine so that it can behave like humans, in other terms called cognitive tasks. She also describes AI as a pillar of the Industrial Revolution 4.0, saying that it plays a central role in facilitating the learning process mediated by technology. So it really outlines the importance of technology in modern learning and how it's really creating a landscape moving forward. We know that its uses are vast, and we know that it's growing every day. And while we do know that AI can be a powerful tool for both educators and learners, a recent article by AIPRM shared some statistics surrounding AI in the classroom. And I want to show you a graph from that I found pretty fascinating. This is where they broke down an article from Forbes where they were interviewing teachers, asking if they had integrated AI into their daily teaching practices. 60% said they were using AI in the classroom. A shocking 35% said they were not using AI in the classroom. 4% did not know whether or not they were using AI, and 1% preferred not to say. Now, for teachers that are using AI in the classroom, I have some examples of how they're using it, and this is from a research analysis done by Hanel Nimi, Roy P, and Yu Liu. They say that teachers can use AI for brainstorming when creating lessons. And this not only allows them to create lessons more quickly and more efficiently, but it also lets them create lessons in a safer manner where they can use AI to break down the pros and cons and kind of analyze the data surrounding the efficacy of certain lessons. Teachers can use AI to break down huge texts into more understandable language to better engage students. Because we can relate engagement to retention, and retention means less repetition and more time for learning. And finally, using AI as a virtual assistant to give them more time for each individual student. So when they're not having to focus on some of the, we'll say, less important details surrounding building a lesson, they have more time for hands-on with students that may need more time from a teacher. Now, on the other side of that, we have how students can use AI. Now, Larry Ferlazzo for edweek.org has an article where he interviewed teachers about how they were using AI in the classroom and how their students were using it. And some of the examples for how students are using AI include using ChatGPT in debates or persuasive writing, using AI as a virtual science partner to help strengthen their scientific reasoning. Now, these two examples, I think, go together really well because what it shows us is a variable that we can control. We take some of the human element out of it, but in return, we get consistency, we get availability, as ChatGPT, as that assistant, will be available 24/7. And finally, using AI to model Socratic questioning techniques, using ChatGPT to stimulate critical thinking. Critical thinking goes a long way. The more ways that we have to stimulate that, the better we are going forward. Those are things that we can carry beyond each individual lesson. We can roll that into the next. Now, while AI can be a very powerful tool, we need to closely monitor its use and implementation to ensure that we're being both as effective as possible and as safe as possible. So from that same article for edweek.org, there was an interview with Lakeisha Brinson Thomas, who serves as the director of instructional technology for Metro Nashville Public Schools, serving over 70,000 students, where she designed a roadmap to serve as a guide for implementing AI into the classroom. And she included a few things such as establishing a steering committee that includes everybody that plays a vital role in defining AI's role in the educational landscape, This allows for input and feedback from everybody who it affects every step of the way. She describes experimenting with available tools and resources to gain hands-on experience with the available tools. This allows us to be as efficient as possible with the tools that are available to us, and also gives us ways that we can teach it to our students. She also has a policy of listen and learn, which is pretty fascinating, where she describes reading articles, participating in webinars, and inviting local college professors to share insights with faculty and staff. While technology does move fast and it can be hard to stay ahead of it, we can stay as close to the front as we can so that we are getting every benefit that it has to offer. So that kind of brings us to our conclusion, and now we have a little bit more understanding of what AI is, how teachers and students can use it, and how we can monitor and safely implement its uses in the classroom. As time goes on, the world moves faster and faster, and we as learners or educators, we have to adapt to that. And the best way that we can adapt to it is to make use of the tools that are available within it to its furthest potential. So I urge you to keep an open mind to technological advancement and gain as strong an understanding as possible of the potential that technological advancement can have on the ongoing progress of education. Thank you so much for listening to me today, and I hope you have a great day.